Hello, everyone. This is Cat with In the Know with CaT Bobino, and I have a very, very special guest. I have Renee with me here today. How are you doing, Renee?
I'm fabulous. Thank you for having me on. So good to see you again.
Absolutely. And for anyone who doesn't know, Renee has her own podcast called The Venus Lounge.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk about something phenomenal that happened recently. And I wanted to say, in the midst of the political turmoil that's going on, I'm so glad to highlight Black women doing amazing things.
Mhm.
So recently, a very good friend of mine named Dr. Yvonne Cagle was pinned as a general in the California Guard. She is retired Air Force. She is an astronaut. She's also a family physician, medical doctor.
My God, I need to get my life together.
Girl, being really good friends with someone like that makes you look at your life and be like, what have I not been doing all this?
Right. I'm a loser. No, she's pretty amazing. First of all, I met her through you. So thank you for that introduction. I think our first introduction with Yvonne was at Mills College. We were going down the road of doing some kind of STEM event for kids, and you introduced me to her, and then we've been sort of all connected ever since. So thank you for that, meeting her. Knowing you is just, I love being around women who are just powerful, intelligent, learning different things. I've never been into science like that, but you guys have just opened my eyes to so many things. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually met Yvonne many years ago um, at Chabot Space and Science Center.
Makes
So
sense.
I think it was in 2021.
Okay.
And so it's still COVID time, still wearing masks.
Okay.
But they invited me to come interview her for Black History Month or Women's History Month.
Women's History Month. Okay.
Mhm. It was Women's History Month. They asked me to come interview her, and we just like hit it off, and just started hanging out and been friends ever since.
It seems like you guys have known each other a lot longer. I didn't
Yeah,
know you just met in 2021.
yeah, no, yeah, 2021. We met. We started hanging out. She met my family, some of my family members, and over the time, we've gone to Comic Con together. We did a Friendsgiving, and she came to hang out with me and my friends. We've gone out to eat. What have we done? We've done a lot. We've done a lot.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing. I love how humble she is. She's so intelligent and just so knowledgeable. I mean, she's so credible that when she tells a joke, I'm like, okay, is this real? Like everything she says, because of her level of credibility, is hard
Yes.
for me because she does have a sense of humor. And so I'm like, she was like, that was a joke, Renee. I was like, okay.
Well,
She's
because when you're around someone like that, and they're just so accomplished and so like reserved, and you feel like you got to straighten your back out and be like, okay, let me get on your level.
let me get on your level.
Right,
Yes.
right. But then you realize that they're human, they're just like you, they
Yeah.
tell jokes, all that.
Yeah, I don't think I think she's beyond human. I came up, he was like, who are you representing? I'm like, I'm representing myself. I represent RMN Media, Renee Moncada. But just because of the historical context of this, my relationship with Yvonne, her being a Black woman being celebrated, I wanted to make sure that we documented this in a way that would sustain the future, would sustain technology. If it were to enter into a film, or if we take this further, whether it's going to be on television, that we shot it at a certain standard. And I just wasn't going to do any less for her that day. So, yeah, we had a full team. We
Mm-hmm.
had production assistants, two camera operators, a DP, myself, and an audio crew, and
Yeah.
we got some really beautiful footage. So I'm hoping that this could be part of a longer piece. But for her and just the context of everything, I think it was just appropriate for us to pull out all the big guns, big
Yeah,
guns.
absolutely. I mean, in this era of hidden figures and black women, like we don't even have to go there, but black women being overly qualified and still not seen,
Still
like
not
it
seeing.
was so important to
It
showcase her
was.
and
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
achievements.
I want to be like, I see you. We see you. We saw each other that day because she affirmed me also as a
Mhm.
as a filmmaker and producer with my team and for us to get what we needed. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when any woman is trying to achieve something, but when a black woman is trying to achieve something, it always seems like the universe and the people around you are trying to minimize it and
Mm.
not let it get to where it needs to be, which is, I don't even know, just opening of worlds for everyone else. And it's like, the things you had to go through to be there, the things I had to go through just to see my friend,
Oh my God.
be next to my friend, is not even comparable to what she had to go through to get to that point.
It's
Like,
it's interesting that you say that because on some levels people do get in the way, but I was gonna say on the other, the universe and ancestors make a way also.
mhm, we
And
gonna get you to that stage, and you are going to get pinned, and I mean, it happened on November 2nd in Rancho Cordova, and it was just beautiful.
what were some of the things she was stressed about or telling you, like why?
Well, certain people just kind of getting in the way. It's we can see in this country it's hard to uplift a woman doing anything, especially when she's outshining men. And so when she's getting to a point of a general, which I had the little thing right here, the promotion, her thing, for her to be a general. It says only 8% of officers ever attain the rank of colonel, and less than 1% are promoted to Brigadier General. So she is
And the
of
less
less
than
than
1%. And she's in an environment that's typically inclusive or exclusive to white men.
1%. Exactly.
So that on top of just her being a woman and being brilliant and dynamic with what she does and bring what contributions she brings to the aerospace science community, you know, I was like, why? I mean, it's obviously still why there are still systems and beliefs in place that don't, believe women can do the same thing as men in terms of that. So yeah,
Well, I mean, and the thing about it is, and I'm gonna bring up something that I know is touchy, but also needs to be said.
please.
She's been an astronaut for 20 years, but have never flown to space.
I
She's
didn't realize that. Yeah.
one, I think, of 7 or 8 black women.
So why was Mae Jemison not a general? Like, what's the difference between who was also there, by the way? Mae Jemison was there, the first black woman to travel to space, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
That was pretty
absolutely.
amazing too to be standing in between those two. But so why is Mae how many does it depend on how many times you've flown to space? So what's the difference between her Yvonne's story and Mae Jemison in terms of becoming a general?
Well, first of all, May is Dr. Jemison. Dr. May Jemison is
Dr. Mae Jemison.
she's not military.
Oh,
No.
I see.
So
Okay,
both Dr. May Jemison and Dr. Yvonne Cagle joined the astronaut program around the same time.
that's
They're
right.
they're both medical doctors,
That's right.
but May is not military.
So that's the key difference.
In fact, I don't think any. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's only a few of the black astronaut, which already is like less than 5% of NASA astronauts that are military as
Got
well.
it.
Most of them are like engineers
I
or
see. I see.
they're pilots, engineers, things like that. Not most of them are not military.
So basically, they blocked her.
They blocked her. Yes, absolutely. The
It did,
government.
now this just come down to one person's decision.
I don't believe so. I
Okay.
mean, there's so many different avenues you can look at, but the reality is being a general is less than 1%. Most general are men. Most general are white men. So, in order to say, hey, you automatically become a general as a black woman who, let's be real, an astronaut and a doctor is surpassing a lot of people with her
And
credentials.
she was in combat.
And she was a flight surgeon in combat. You're already surpassing people with your credentials, your background. Oh, and a PhD. Whoop, almost forgot that. MD, PhD. And it took
Right.
20 years for her to finally become a general.
But can she still fly to space?
Technically, yes, she's still an active astronaut. She
Okay.
can still fly. But hopefully now that Yvonne has gotten past that barrier of being a general, that hopefully NASA will now give her an opportunity to fly.
That would be amazing. I hope,
Yes.
I'm wishing that for her. We need to make that happen. We need
Yes,
to
I mean,
bring visibility to it.
and that's a part of this conversation is to show that all the accomplishments that she has done, but to also rally and say, hey, she deserves this opportunity to fly.
Yes. Now, can I name her
Yes,
accomplishments?
yes, yes, please do.
Okay, because this is, I was just, when I got the press release that which came out Friday, October 25th, the event was on November 2nd in Rancho Cordova at 11 a.m. We were all there. So the key achievements for her promotion to, before her promotion to Brigadier General, was first African American astronaut to receive the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, gold medal, which she wore at the ceremony. First
Mhm.
and only astronaut Air Force flight surgeon. First and only Air Force flight surgeon astronaut with a unique Senate Air Force specialty code. First and only African American female military astronaut. First and only American female flight surgeon. First and only African American family physician slash astronaut. First and only African American astronaut honored with a dedicated exhibit at the World Expo. First African American astronaut to receive the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award gold medal. Oh, they said that already. First and only African American female astronaut, Air Force flight surgeon, and first and only NASA astronaut with a unique Air Force specialty code.
Yeah,
So all of those firsts, in all her brilliance, still has not flown to space and was getting, I guess, pushback against even becoming a general.
absolutely. She is the first. She told me she's the first in 9 categories. And she is also an inventor, a
Let's not even talk
PhD.
about the invention. I don't think
Yes,
we could talk about
right?
it. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, she's got an invention called the wrap.
The rap.
Yes, and it's like she uses it on people who have muscle injury, I believe, and it wraps around and it like helps regenerate. I don't even know how to explain. I think it helps
They
regenerate.
regenerate because I took my son
Yeah.
because okay, so my son hurt his wrist. My son boxes. She said, "Bring him. I'll wrap him." I was like, "Okay." So we went to her. We went and met her. She kind of took her little thing out the bag and she put the wrap around his wrist and then also on his shoulder. And basically, it takes the load of whatever the healing load, energetic load is of healing. It takes it from one part of your body and moves it into another part of your body. So
Mhm.
she says, just relax. He relaxed. So what would take 6 weeks to heal, healed in 2 or 3 days on my son,
Mhm.
on his wrist. She showed me someone's ankle who was fractured and it was swollen. And the guy, I guess, was supposed to run in a race.
Mhm.
And um, the wrap healed his swollen fractured ankle within 15 minutes. And all the swelling went down, the blue went down, and everything. So this is some real life like Wakanda shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, can I get a whole suit?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean,
That's amazing. That's like Peace Prize, whatever the Nobel Peace Prize, what not Peace Prize, but
yeah.
there should be some kind of like this is t- innovation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
okay, so let me see. I think I have some pictures I'm gonna show.
Yeah, it was pretty. When I went and my son's wrist, he was like, "Yeah, I'm good." He was able to box, go back into the ring.
That's what's up. Let's see.
There she
This
is.
this is after I met her, probably just a month or two after I met her, and I was hosting the Kids Zone at the Berkeley Juneteenth. She
Hmm.
showed up to sign to help me with my books that I was telling about going into STEM, but also to talk to people, sign to people. I didn't ask her to show up. She was like, "Where should I be? I'm coming." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she just showed up. And then
Wow,
that's the person she is.
she is. She's amazing.
I wish I had
Do
a
you have any?
picture of her on stage, but this is a picture of the receiving line. So if anyone is ever wants to know, they are all astronauts. That's Stephanie Wilson, Dr. Mae Jemison, Dr. Yvonne Cagle, Leland Melvin, Willie Daniels, who I don't think he's an astronaut, but he does have aerospace program for youth. And then I caught Tavari in the back.
Oh, look at Tamari back there standing like he's in line.
But like all of them showed up for Yvonne, which I thought was really amazing. And but the history is that happened on stage is that Dr. Mae Jemison is the one who presented Yvonne with the gold medal from the Lifetime Achievement Presidential Award. And so, with both of them on stage, you have two Black women who are firsts in so many categories,
Yes,
first to leave the planet, first to be a general, and to receive the gold medal. Like,
pretty amazing.
yeah, all right. And
Crazy.
that. And there we are after like our reception. She came in. I actually have her coming in. Let me see. Tavari got it. You guys ready? Presenting. We can't hear it, but I was presenting Dr. Yvonne
Look at her. Oh, I love it.
Yes, yes.
I've never seen her like this.
General.
That's
Amazing.
I
Yes.
know. That's the Yvonne I know. Yeah, she
She is
came
so
in.
cute.
Yeah, she came in, and so after she changed in her Air Force outfit with her gold medal, we just came and had snacks and like celebrated her. And it was a really good time.
That's amazing. I had a good time too. It was really good. I was happy to be there. I'm so glad I made it.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad that you were able to. Um, okay, there we go. I'm like, why is this not working? But yes, I'm so glad you and your team were able to come
Yeah,
and witness history happen
and film it.
and film it and
And we
film it.
captured it. We really captured it.
Yes, it's funny. We're talking about this, and she done sent me a bunch of pictures.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She just sent me. I actually no. So another person that was there, he was the former head of NASA Ames. His name is Lou Braxton. He just sent both Yvonne and I pictures of her on stage with May shaking her hand, putting the medal on her. So yeah, Those are some amazing pictures. I probably have to share later, but
Yeah, we'll have to do another, like, put all the footage together and really just make something nice. In terms of like what it means to be a general in the, can you explain what this Brigadier General promotion means as it relates to her career and the military, I guess?
so from what I understand, she now is the Brigadier General with the California Guard. Excuse me, which means she is now basically kind of like a diplomat. So she's going to
Oh, okay.
start going around to different things with the governor. If the governor can't show up, she's going to show up. She's going to be around a
Okay.
lot of dignitaries. She's technically a dignitary. Um,
Got it.
I don't know how that's going to work with her still being an active astronaut with NASA. They, I guess, going to have to figure that out. But she's going to, we were talking, I think yesterday or the day before, she's going to be doing a tour with the California Guard throughout the state, going to their programs, doing talks, dinners, all that good stuff. 2025 has the capacity to be some real Black girl magic happening.
I
Um,
I believe that.
yes, and as we can see when we work together and uplift each other, so many good things can come from it.
Yeah, and despite the outcome with Kamala Harris, it's still a lot of Black women that are still being promoted and doing a lot of great things. So I hear a lot of people being like, "Oh, we're going backwards," and women still have to fight. And yes, that's all true. But I want us to still focus on the accomplishments and the year that women are having. Even if we look at the Olympics, for example, with all of the Black girl magic, everybody was on that track and field and those gymnastics, and it was
Hmm.
all Black women, women of color leading those, coming for their crown, getting their gold. So just as far as symbology is concerned, getting your gold medal, as we see with Yvonne, applies to all of us. The portal is open, the door is open on the accomplishments that we're making and the strides that we're making individually as women in whatever role you're playing, you know?
Right.
So I'm still very hopeful. I'm excited. And like I said, when I'm in a room with other women like you or Yvonne or even Irma, making
Right.
stuff happen within whatever environment you're in, that was a success. That was a huge accomplishment. And I felt it within my career and my art. So I just want to, encourage us to stay positive and look around you and see what women are doing, Black women are doing, and roll with them. Get in that circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better.
yeah,
I think that's a good place to end. Yes, absolutely, because 2025, they can have whoever they want over there, but here
right. That's
we are
right.
going to be showing up and showing out as we
Yeah,
always do,
yeah.
you know, and we
Keep
on the
that
way.
energy. Keep that energy going.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
thank
ready
you
with
for
that.
having me on. I'm excited to keep working with you. Give me a call. Let me know how I can support. Again, the I was just it was an honor to be at this ceremony. So thank you
Yes.
for introducing me to Yvonne and rallying for me too. So I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. I've always said there's room at the table for all of us. Just pull up a
Yes.
seat. I'm not trying to shun anybody.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to do this alone. I think we all win when we work together.
That's true. We can. We're gonna win this one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I'm gonna end this and then yeah. All right. Thank you everyone who watched and joined.
Thank you.